I had to learn how to use magic loop in knitting on my own 15 years ago. I had no one to help me. Basically, I had to reinvent the wheel, which is completely ridiculous, and I'm not letting you suffer like that. So come, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. Start by casting on as many stitches as you need, and I also add one extra stitch for neater join on round. I have a separate video for that. Work half of the stitches that you have on the needles. By pulling on the needle, pull those stitches to the cord and work the rest of the stitches in the pattern. Now you have a situation where half of the stitches are on the needle, half of the stitches are on the cord, and this is actually where the magic starts. Move in this needle that you don't have the stitches on, turn around your work so that this needle that you'll be working on is now facing you, and pull the other needle away so you have the rest of the stitches on the cord now. In these steps, it's very important to remember to pull on the correct needle so you don't accidentally yank all of the stitches off of the needle. If I'm working on a very small circumference project, my preferred way how to hold the magic loop is to let the cord run over my thumbs on both hands. So this is how I hold my knitting while working with magic loop. When you have finished knitting all of the stitches that you had on left hand needle, I personally prefer to first move in the other needle while I'm still holding my work like this, then turn it and then move away the right hand needle so the stitches are now on the cable. Next thing that you need to consider when working with magic loop is how to avoid the gap between those stitches that were standing on different needles. Make sure that this last stitch is already pretty tight on the cable. And when I'm knitting the first two stitches, sometimes we'll pull on the working thread to make sure that these are snug. Of course, if you are working on a project that has a bigger circumference, like right here I'm working on a sweater, don't actually need to split it in two parts. Fully enough to have just one split here at the beginning of the row and then knit everything else on the same cable. You don't need to split anything. Another great thing about magic loop is how easy you can transfer the stitches from one needle to the other. And there are two super easy ways how to do it. One is to knit up as many stitches as you need, pull out the needle, and now these stitches are here on the cord and you simply keep knitting. Another way would be leave some stitches unknit on this needle, move them to the cord again by pulling on the needle, and then you just continue doing the magic loop as before.